Hey folks, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're here in the gutter, the central gutter, although we really are on the tail end of the area. Our eventual destination is that fog gate down there, and we're actually quite close to getting there. There's just a couple things that we need to deal with first. First off, because of the way that I descended down to this bonfire, there is an item I missed over there. It's going to require a little bit of a tricky jump. Hopefully I'll make it. Also, there's just this huge lineup of statues, and it really sucks if you're coming from that direction. Because just like, yeah, you are going to get poisoned by these statues. No two ways about it. Luckily, coming around from this way, you can take them off one by one. All right, so a crafty jump is necessary here. So I'm going to switch over to my blade because we got a dog over there. Got to be careful. This is a tricky jump. There it is. Got it. Cool. I failed that several times in practice, so I wanted to make sure that I got it here, and I was stressing out a bit. Alright, dogs. Dog, singular. Alright. Got it. Alright, so the item I overlooked, or didn't overlook rather, but missed, black fire bombs. That's it. Nothing too crazy. You get down here by falling through the floor there. So, nothing big. Although there was the sconce. Gotta light the sconces. Definitely. Defo. Faux show. And now we gotta jump back, which is a little easier than jumping over, because I think this is a little bit higher than our destination. There we go. But it's still not much of a run-up. It's a tricky jump. Now, on to the meat of the central gutter. We have a bunch of ladders. Lots and lots and lots of ladders. Most of them end up bringing you to the bottom in some way, shape, or form. But still, it's a lot of information to process. And I'm gonna try one of them and see where it leads me. There isn't even an item on that guy. But there is an item down there. Okay. So I'm gonna have to drop down there, get the item, and then I guess drop down further. Hello. There must have been an explodey guy over there. Alright, let's drop down here. And drop down onto this platform of chest. Nice. There's also a ladder right there that you can climb up if you go down some other ladder. Anyway, with the Great Club. What's that all about? Well, it's a huge piece of wood, basically. It's designed to smash foes. Simple, but terribly effective against common shields. It's a giant piece of wood. It's pretty great. So you can see there are a variety of... there's at least one sconce there. There are other sconces on other platforms. I'm going to be doing a lot of ladder climbing in order to get all of them. There are also a lot of hollows down there, far more than you would expect. So what I'm doing is kind of baiting them. As you can see, they can only come up this ladder one by one, and I can one-shot them with a swing of my hammer. So if I can just get them to climb up one by one, I can take care of them without much trouble. There's that guy over there. Is there anybody else? I think that's a statue. Oh yeah, there are some corrosive urns down there. Be careful. Alright, let's be on guard. So they will rush you from every side. Anybody else? There's one. Okay, I've taken care of 6 so far. Another one coming down there. And again, they do have the dark infused weapons, the dark coated weapons. They deal quite a bit of damage. Okay. I think that's everybody. So, let's smash some pots. And light some sconces. See, there's a broken ladder there that'll be a one-way trip. Now again, it's probably not worth it for me to light all these sconces, because I'm pretty sure there is one behind the door that requires the forgotten key. But I still want to do it for completion. I'm sure I also just missed one somewhere, because of course that would happen. Somebody just died. Okay, that is gonna lead us back to the top. There is probably an item over there, if I had to guess. Try to remember to get to that. It's lit. It's convenient. There's 2 ladders leading to this platform, so you have a higher probability of kind of getting to this center one. And I've already forgotten where that face was. Over there. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to want to cross directly behind me as best I can. Smash you. I think it'll be this guy. Not 100%. Nope, it's the other one. But I think this will be the end of our ladder adventures. Ooh. There wasn't even a thing. Oh well. We can roll off onto there. Roll off onto there. And coast onto the ground. And that wraps up the gutter. Not my favorite area. Definitely not my favorite area. Let's pull out a firebomb or something, or throwing knives should do it. Of course. And I totally didn't mean to put away my torch there. Pretty sure the next area is still kind of dark, so I'll light it back up. I have plenty of flame butterflies. Could have also just grabbed one from a sconce that I lit, but oh well. Drag a branch of yore. And welcome to title card. Oh, it's after this. Oh, good message here. A lot of people missed the next bonfire. Welcome to Black Gulch. You thought the gutter was disgusting, full of poison. Wait till you see Black Gulch. First off, let's light this. Pretty sure I don't need my my torch anymore. Yeah, see, it's all illuminated by the green phosphorescent glow of poison, I think. Very gross. So keep your poison moss on hand, definitely. Let's fill up the whole Estus flasks. And I hope you enjoyed me smashing statues, because that's what I'm going to continue to do. Black Gulch is a pretty short area. I'll bet I could get to the next bonfire before the end of this episode. So Black Gulch, even though it continues the poison mechanic from the gutter, I vastly prefer it to the gutter. In part because it's a heck of a lot easier to navigate. It's basically a very short, straight line. I also just really like its aesthetic. That kind of sickly green glow, again, feels otherworldly. And if you see these pits on the ground, you might have a bit of a clue of what we're going to run into. One downside is that if you do get hit by a stray bit of poison, then you are probably going to have to stand still and wait for it to kind of wear off a little bit, unless you have plenty of poison moss to spare. Don't forget about these ones on the ground. There we go. We ran into one of these in the gutter. They are strange worm creatures from the center of the earth. Abominations that humans were never meant to see. And I think this weird glow helps reinforce the kind of... It's not exactly unnatural, but the it feels unnatural. It feels like it should not be. Otherworldly, I suppose. Although the other world is at the center of the earth. So there are a couple little offshoots into the wall here. This is scary. Is it a mimic? I don't think it's a mimic. It's not a mimic. Watch behind us. A shotel. I believe a shotel is a kind of curved sword that hits through shields. Yeah. Reaches around the opponent's shield to deal damage. Lautrec in Dark Souls 1 had one of those, I believe. Alright, any other worm creatures? Yes, there's one. If you don't know that they're coming, them jumping out of the pools like that can definitely trip up your game. Which I demonstrated in the last episode, I'm pretty sure, so. So one thing you may be asking if you haven't played through this area before, Datai or Jake, depending on your level of familiarity with me, can you use arrows or crossbow bolts to destroy these statues? And the answer, unfortunately, is no, unless you use great arrows, which are expensive and take a lot of time to shoot. And there are a lot of statues in here, so really you're better off just kind of not doing that and, I don't know, busting out a weapon you don't care about and using up the durability there in order to destroy them. Okay, there's a couple up there. Those you would need, I think, great arrows to reach. I don't think there are any weapons that will hit them up there. Whatever. Hello! Speaking of worm creatures from the center of the earth. Yeah, so there are giant worms. And they will whip around and try to hit you with their entire body. Luckily, as long as I get them when they're kind of neutral like that, I can snipe them pretty nicely. Just try to make sure that you're in a good place where the poison can't hit you. Look at all those eyes. They remind me of the kind of creepy, beady eyes of the corrosive ant queen. So maybe the corrosive ant queen is just another dangerous creature. There's a summon for the boss later. Another creepy creature from Son of the Earth. Yeah, they're just spraying from all over, aren't they? Let's take care of a few statues here. We got another worm. Where is a good place to hang out for this worm, I wonder? If I destroy this thing, probably. There's that one. And I think I am just out of his range. Yeah. Gotta be good on my timing here, though. As he retracts a little bit, it looks like. I can get 2 shots in per exit. Which is, what are you doing, bud? What's that about? I don't know. And you are Bashful Ray. I will also save you for the boss. Ooh, did I destroy that thing? Yes, I did. Okay. Slowly making our way. Also, you can go into these holes, but there's nothing there. The unfortunate thing about these poison sprays is that they do have pretty high priority. They will interrupt most attacks. So if they spit at you while you're attacking them, they win. Bam. Alright, so this part gets a little more wide open. You know, this was a linear path up until this point, but it opens up significantly. Let's try to only aggro one worm at a time if we can. I don't know if there's a better term for these. I guess mouth hands is the best second runner-up term I can come up with, so. And there's a dark spirit. There are, I believe, 2 dark spirits in this area. And they're both related. Let's let this guy come up to us. He's got a huge sword and a huge shield. Well, it would have been great if he got poisoned. Alright, that wasn't too bad in terms of damage. I can deal with that. Oh, that was Not as good. Now I just gotta make sure I don't back myself off into the pit, to the side. Come on, do a jump attack or something. Oh, you're playing defensive now? Don't even think about it. Now, why is a woodland child down here in the depths of the earth? I have no idea. But anyway, let's make our way back. We were dealing with some mouth hands. We got 2 statues over there that we'll want to destroy. Mind the ledge. It's there. Alright, let's take care of you guys. There's just always more statues than you expect. Just always so many. Okay, you might get in the way. Also, totally a skeleton here. Get a better look at it, but I'm fighting a mouth hand. Totally a skeleton in here. Very big skeleton. Possibly a dragon skeleton, I don't know. Although this skull definitely looks dragon-like, so some poor dragon ended up in here. Not good. Also, yeah, there are totally statues in there. Don't know which way they're facing. I don't want to bait one out there, but it's not going for it. Ah, there we go. Ooh, and then one statue behind a wooden chest. This is a tricky situation, because if you're not careful, you can destroy the chest. So I am going to wait out this poison buildup. Sneak behind. Smash. Alright. Fine blessing. Not bad. Alright, how are we doing on the statue front over here? Still got plenty. Still got plenty. Eesh. Where are you coming from? Oh yeah, this is a gauntlet right here. You might see it's kind of funneling into a hallway that's just lined with these statues. It could be a little bit time consuming to take care of safely. I think we are out of mouth hands though. Oh no, there are a couple more pools over here. How about I start hugging the other wall? Oh, there's one. Aha! Come on over. Alright, so eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed this. There is a little mini path going off this way. Very important. Don't forget about it. I want to clear out these statues first, though, before we... Yeah, there's a boss there. We're not going to fight the boss in this episode. I'm going to save it for next episode. Might want to actually tackle these guys from the back. That might be a good idea if I can get through there safely. Nice. Alright, yeah, let's sneak around here a little bit. Nice, nice. Oh, staggering from the poison. And one more. Gotcha. Alright, there's a boss behind there. Again, we're not fighting it today. Saving it for the next episode. Instead, we are going to go on this little side path here where there is petrified dude. Now, this is an optional path, but it's a very useful one. Because behind it is a bonfire that is right in front of the boss door. And you can make a mad dash to try to get to this bonfire and just kind of skip the whole rest of the area. Not recommended, because that petrified dude will get in your way, and his wake-up animation is enough time for the dark spirit to get summoned and run up behind you and start attacking you. And then you are cornered. It's not good. Anywho, that wraps up this episode. In the next episode, we will finally wrap up our search for the Great Souls. We are going to fight our last old one. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.